Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. It's our mission to make it fun and easy for everyone to participate in chair yoga. My name is Carol and I'll be your fitness guide today. We're going to build on our previous two classes with additional Sun Salutation poses. Most of today's practice will be done from a standing position, but remember, if at any time you want to have a seat, that's just fine. Just keep moving with us from a seated position. The other thing I'll remind you is that we used our yoga block. So if you want to have that yoga block here for the very beginning when we do our seated kind of warm up, that is fine as well. All right. So later on this afternoon, we'll be uploading this video to YouTube. So you just go to youtube.com and you search on Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And you can find this one and all the other classes that we've done for the last couple of weeks. And they're all uploaded there on YouTube. So give me a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And let your friends know. All right, we're going to get started. So again, let's move forward in our chair so that we're not leaning back. We're going to sit up really nice and tall. So the minute you start lifting your heart up to try to extend the spine, what happens? Your belly automatically engages, doesn't it? I mean, you just feel that. So I want you to really continue to feel that belly button to spine the entire class. I'll cue it, but I want you to really be conscious of that. So we're going to start by grounding our feet. We've talked about this before. So I want to have all 4 pressure points of both feet firmly planted, grounded to the earth. So that's the point behind the big toe, behind the little toe, and the 2 points of the heel. And now the next thing I want us to do is think about grounding our sits bones. So we have these bones that hold our weight. They're kind of these pointy bones. And I want you to feel that you have both of those grounded to the chair and that you're equally weighted in both of those bones. All right, so the next thing I want us to think about is as we lift our spine up, sometimes our shoulders want to come with. I want you to think about pulling those shoulders down. So you'll hear me say shoulders down out of the ears sometimes. So you'll hear me say belly button to spine, shoulders down. So that's what I'm talking about for both of those 2 movements. We're going to place our hands lightly on our thighs. Palms are going to face up. We're going to add that thumb to middle finger mudra if you so wish. We're going to close our eyes or just soften your eyes looking down at your lap if you prefer. Focusing in on your heart center, letting go of everything outside of this area right on your chair. And begin to just notice your breath, your natural inhalation and exhalation. We're going to elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. Next, we're going to move into our belly breath, our diaphragmatic breath. As we inhale, the belly extends. We fill the lungs from the bottom up. As we exhale, we pull the belly button to the spine and we actively push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times at your own pace. And breathe normally. Continuing with that belly breath, we're going to inhale to 4 counts and exhale to 5 counts. Something like this. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going at your own pace. And breathe normally. We're going to do that one more time. This time we're going to inhale to 4 counts, and then I want you to exhale just as many counts as you can before you inhale again. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. Focus in on what you want to accomplish. And release it. Open your eyes. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. And drop your chin towards your chest. Left ear towards left shoulder. And chin towards the chest. Go ahead and look forward to the front of the room. And let's look over that right shoulder. And look center. We're going to look over that left shoulder. And look center. Good job. So we're going to move into a cat and cow. Remember those? We did those a while ago. So we're going to place our hands lightly on our thighs. Pull your belly button to your spine. Round your shoulders. Tuck your chin. Let your head fall as you feel a stretch through the back, the spine, into the shoulders, and even the neck. All right, go ahead and lift up. Now I want you to grab the back of your chair and lift your heart into a cow pose. So it should feel a nice stretch all the way through the upper of the shoulders, the upper chest, the upper arms even. Let's do that again. Round it down. Hands are lightly on the thighs, belly button to spine. Round your shoulders, tuck your chin, let that head fall. And we're going to lift up into cow, extending the heart, lifts up, grabbing the back of the chair, feeling that extension. One more breath, and release it. Let's roll those shoulders. Kind of an up, back, and down. And release it, and reverse. Good job. All right. We're going to take our left hand and bring it to the outside of that right knee. This hand is going to go back on your chair. Extend the spine long. Take this shoulder, bring it back. Now turn and look over that right shoulder. So we're feeling a nice stretch through the center of the body. Let's release it and do the other side. Hand comes to the outside of the knee. Hand back by the hip. Extend the spine long, shoulder back. Turn and look over that shoulder. Breathing into it. And release. Very good. Take your right hand to the ceiling, extending that arm way up. Shoulder is down though, right? So what happens is we tend to do this. Pull that shoulder down. Take your other hand and place it on the chair. Extend the spine long and lean into it. So this opposite hip stays down, making sure that you're feeling the stretch. So you should feel the stretch from this hip tip, the tip of this hip right here, all the way through the armpit, and then armpit all the way out that pinky finger. Let's come up and do the other side. So up as high as you can go, keeping that shoulder down, feeling that stretch first. Opposite hand on the chair, extend one more time, and then lean. There is a nice lean into that supported lean, right? I've got this other hand on the chair for that support. And let's come up. We're going to do that again, adding on. Up we go, up, 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 up. Hand on the chair, extend and lean. Now I want you to turn and look up at the ceiling. Take that twist out. Come all the way up. We're going to do the other side. Extend it up, 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 up. Lean into it and twist and look up at that ceiling. Let's take that out and come down. Roll maybe one shoulder at a time this time. And reverse it. All right. Okie dokie, are we ready to get started? So we're going to start with our seated sun salutation. So remember, if you were with us in the last class, we had our block here between the arches of our feet. Depending upon your low back and how dizzy you might feel, you can either have your block this way, you can have it closer to the floor like this, you can have it even closer to the floor like this, or you can just have your hands down towards the floor. And remember, if you don't have a block, you're going to be using your legs that same way, right? I'm kind of coming down and I'm giving my low back some support by holding on to my body. All right, let's do it. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to add that breath in, and I will cue that breath for a while, and then I'll probably stop cueing it after some amount of time. But you can keep doing that yoga breath. But remember, if that yoga breath makes you dizzy, makes you lightheaded, you don't like it, just breathe normally. It's fine. Inhale here, exhale, extend those arms long, palms facing up. Up we go. Hands together, bring your hands to your heart. Notice that I'm following my hands. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Big circle, hands are down, palms towards the floor. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Now listen, we're adding on. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. We're going to keep on up to that mountain pose. We're going to interlace those fingers, and we're going to lean our mountain to the right. We're going to come up and we're going to lean our mountain to the left. Come up, take a deep breath in, exhale as we come forward and bring our hands back to the heart. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Big circle around, back to heart, all the way up to ceiling. Inhale, extend those hands long. Exhale as you lean. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you lean. Inhale as you come up. Big circle around and bring your hands to your heart. Okay, the next thing we're going to add on, remember that forward salute? I'm stretching my hands back behind me. My head is toward the ceiling and the wall meet. We're going to add that in. Inhale here. Exhale, up we go. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, up we go. Let's go all the way to mountain pose. Interlace finger, pointer finger up. Let's come straight into that forward salute. Stretch it out. I'm extending my spine long. My head is towards the ceiling and the wall meet. My hands are back behind me. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring your hands to your heart. Adding on. We're going to add on that forward fold. Here we go. Big circle. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart. Up we go. Big circle around. All the way up to mountain. Interlace fingers. Up we go. And forward salute. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Forward fold. My hands are on my thighs for support, and I'm letting my heart fall forward. See how that feels into the back. One more breath and come up to a seated position. So remember, the forward fold, wherever you start going, right, whatever works for you, that's the piece that you've got to really pay attention to, low back, and if it's making you dizzy. Because anytime we put our head below our heart, we have the chance of it making us dizzy, especially if you have higher blood pressure. So please remember that, and you can stay right here if you want to. All right, we are going to go all the way through that, and every time we come into our forward fold, if you want to take it a little deeper, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm eventually going to be down here, and we're going to start with a roll up. That's the safest on that low back, but if you're okay with it, when we come into our forward fold, we're going to reverse swan dive up and bring our hands to our heart. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Hands to heart. Inhale here. Up we go. Big circle around. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to go ahead and go right to that mountain pose. Interlace fingers. Up we go. Forward salute. Stretch it out. And forward fold. Ha. Roll up nice and slow to a seated position. Hands to heart. Here we go. Big circle around. Bring your hands to your heart. Hands come up to the ceiling. Diving forward. Forward salute, stretch it out, one more breath, forward fold, let that heart fall forward, one more breath, roll it up nice and slow, come to a seated position, hands at heart. We're going to do that again. Up we go, diving forward forward salute. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Forward fold, whatever works for you. Now if you want to reverse swan dive, press through those heels and bring your hands to your heart. We're going to do that one more time. Up we go. Dive forward, forward salute, stretch, 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 forward fold. Reverse swan dive up and bring your hands to your heart. Okay, checking in. How is everybody feeling, right? We moved through that a lot faster than we've had the previous two classes. That's more of the, kind of just that flow. We're just adding in a little bit of a flow. And all a flow is a vinyasa flow where we just connect some poses together and move through them. Okay, we're going to stand now. So we're going to come up to a standing position, and I want you to be on the right side of your chair. I'm going to move my chair just a little bit. So you're on the right side of your chair, and I will tell you, you want to be behind your chair just a little bit so that you can make your circles and not hit the chair. I've done that before, and it's not fun. Okay? Second thing I want you to think about is you need a little bit of space between those feet. So we want those feet to be the natural extension of our hips. And so it's just, you don't want to be too close together or you're going to have a little bit of a balance wobble. And you don't want to be too far apart either. So just kind of that natural hip distance apart. Now, if you'll remember last class, we actually had our block here between our feet so that when we came forward, we had a block to help us for support. The issue with today's movements is we're going to be moving around our chair back and forth. And unless you have two blocks, we're not going to probably be able to grab the block and move it. So I want to give you an alternative for that. So as we're moving through, right, we'll be doing blah, 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 halfway lift. Then we'll be doing a forward fold. If you want to just grab your put one hand on that chair right there, and there's your support for that forward fold, okay? And then we'll roll up. So I think that should work for you instead of the block. One more thing I want to show you before we begin. We're going to be doing what we call a Chaturanga. You face forward. I'm just turning my chair so you can see me a little bit better to the side. So a Chaturanga in yoga is a high to low push-up. And we do this as we are moving through a Sun Salutation. So with our chair, what we're going to do is we're going to take a big step back. So we'll be behind our chair. We're going to take a big step back, okay? So notice how my body now is at a bit of a plank. What we're doing is we're going to bend our elbows in, and then we're going to press it up. We're going to bend our elbows in, and we're going to press it up. And we're going to bend our elbows in, and we're going to press it up, okay? So did you notice how my body stayed like a plank? So I see sometimes in my classes that people do this, right? Okay, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm wanting us to keep that body flat, keep the back flat, and we're bending our elbows and pressing up. So what are we working? Triceps, right? So this Chaturanga, that high to low push-up, is a big work for the arms, the chest, tricep work. The one last thing I want to tell you from a safety perspective is if your chair is on hardwood, just be careful, right? You don't want that chair to start slipping out in front of you. And so you can put it on a sticky mat, so a sticky mat that'll stick to that hardwood floor, or if you've got a big rug that's not going to slip as well, that would be great, or on carpet. So one more thing, I keep saying one more thing, don't I? Sorry. As we're doing our Chaturangas, we're going to be doing a few of these today. If you have a ladder back chair and you want to move down, you can. What's going to happen, right, is you're just getting a deeper push-up. So that is an option if you want additional challenge. Now again, you want that chair to be on carpet and so that it's not going to slide out from under you. Okay, let's get started. So get those feet into that position. Make sure your chair is in a position where your arms are not going to hit it. You're going to have your hands at heart. Inhale here, exhale, big circle around. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, exhale. We're going to stop in mountain. Interlace fingers, point your finger to the ceiling. Let's lean that mountain. We're going to come up and we're going to lean our mountain the other way. And we're going to come up and we're going to make a big circle around and bring our hands to our heart. Inhale. Exhale, up we go. Bring those hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, up. Mountain pose. We're going to lean our mountain the other way. Coming up and lean your mountain. Come up, big circle around and bring your hands to your heart. Okay, we're going to add on that forward salute, okay? So inhale here, big circle around on that exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to come all the way to mountain. Now we're just going to come into that forward salute. So my hands are back by my side. I'm shooting my head where the ceiling and the wall meet. One more breath and come up to a standing position. We're going to build on that. Bring your hands to your heart. Up we go. Forward salute. Are you ready? Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Place your hands on your thighs. Let that heart fall forward. There is your forward fold. We're going to roll up. Pull that belly button to the spine. You can peek at me if you want to. Pull that belly button to the spine, round your shoulders, and come up to a standing position. So we want that rounding to happen. Adding on. Up we go. Inhale here. Dive forward. Listen. Put your hands on your thighs. Give me a halfway lift. So now my heart is lower. My head is shooting forward towards the wall in front of me. My seat is shooting back towards the wall behind me. I'm trying to put space between each and every vertebra. I'm going to let my heart fall forward for a forward fold. And then I'm going to roll up nice and slow. Bend those knees slightly. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. And the head is the last thing. Checking in. How's everybody feeling? How's that back feeling? Are you feeling dizzy? So make any adjustments that you want, and maybe you stay right here, and this is your halfway lift, and this is your forward fold, and that is fine. But remember, you got your chair here too. If you want to try a little deeper forward fold, you can hold on to the chair, you can hold on to your shins. Adding on, here we go. Up. Dive forward. Ha, belly button to spine, swan dive. Hands on thighs, halfway lift. Forward fold, maybe your hands are on your shins now. Bend your knees, roll up nice and slow. All right, full shebang. Here we go. Up we go. Inhale here. Exhale, diving forward. Ha, halfway lift, hands on shins. Extend that spine long. Forward fold, ha. Now if you want to reverse swan dive up, if your back feels good, then come to hands at heart. Step behind your chair. Hands on the chair, take a big step back. Elbows are into the side. We do not have our elbows out. Elbows are in. Do 3 push-ups. 1. Bend those elbows. 2. Bend those elbows. 3. Step to the other side of your chair. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, dive forward. Ha! Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Woo. Reverse swan dive up. And bring your hands to your heart. All right, let's step forward and come into that Chaturanga. Here we go. Bend those elbows and press it up. Bend those elbows and press it up. Bend those elbows and press it up. Come to the other side of your chair. Here we go. Up, inhale here. Exhale, dive forward. Ha, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Bring your hands to your heart. Step behind your chair. 3 Chaturangas. Here we go. Maybe you come down if you have a ladder chair. Pressing it up. There's 1. Pressing it up. There's 2. Pressing it up. There's 3. Other side of your chair. Here we go. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, diving forward. Ha! Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Bring your hands to your heart. Step behind your chair. 3 Chaturangas. Here we go. Elbows into the sideways. Press it up. Keep your back flat. Don't bend it. Don't hinge at the hips. Here's number 3. Step to the side of your chair. Up we go. Inhale here. Exhale, diving forward. Ha. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. And bring your hands to your heart. Step behind your chair. 3 Chaturangas. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. We're almost there. This is it. Big circle. Diving forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Bring your hands to your heart. Come behind your chair. Are you ready? Let's do the last 3. Make them count. Elbows to the side. Into, not to the side, in towards your shoulder, your rib cage. And number 3, and step it up. How do you feel? Right? Warming up the body from the inside out. Let's have a seat. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. That was quite intense, wasn't it? So there's a few ways that we can, modify that. As you saw, you can keep your hands on your thighs. You can keep a hand on the chair. We could slow it down. So there's lots of different ways that you can do a sun salutation to make it a little more intense and make it a little less intense. This one particularly, I wanted to give us some intensity so we can kind of feel what that feels like. So I think you guys did great. All right, we are almost done. We're going to do some stretches now, just some final stretches, and our little quiet meditation. Okay, so I want to move into that cat and cow next. Belly button to spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, let the head fall. Just feeling that stretch. Then we're going to lift our heart up. We're going to grab the back of the chair and lift, feeling that stretch. Let's do that again. Hands on the thighs, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, let that head fall. And we're going to lift up, grabbing the back of that chair and lift. Nice, 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 nice. All right, I want to move into Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it nice and wide. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to bring it across our body, grab the chair, all right? Crown of the head lifts to the ceiling. Now, you're going to look over the back of your chair. So you're not looking at me now, all right? You're looking over the back of your chair and just feeling that stretch. Let's release it, and we're going to do that one more time. Coming across, extend the spine long, look over the back of your chair. Beautiful. Face forward. That same leg, this left leg, we're going to extend it out long, toes to the ceiling. Extend the spine long, let that heart fall forward into pyramid pose. There's your little hamstring stretch. Lift your heart up, and let's do that one more time. Extend the spine long, let the heart fall forward, breathing into it. Right, letting that breath flow. Okay, let's move into that seated pigeon. So cross ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. Extend the spine long, let the heart fall forward. Lift your heart up, rock your baby. And we're going to do that again. Extend the spine long, let the heart fall forward. Lift your heart, rock your baby. Very good. Final time. We're going to extend the spine long, let that heart fall forward, breathing into it. Lift your heart up, and we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to take my left knee and I'm going to open it nice and wide. Bring that hand across my body, grab the chair, crown of the head lifts, turn, look over the back of your chair. Release it and do that one more time. Come across, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. Remember that you're not looking at me now, right? You're looking over the back of your chair to maximize that stretch to the midline of the body. Release it. All right, we're going to come forward. This leg, this right leg is going to stick out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Lift and hinge into your pyramid pose, keeping the leg straight. A slight bend to that knee, just a micro bend to that knee, and feeling the hamstring stretch. Lift up, and let's do that again. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. And come up. Let's move into that pyramid pose. We just did pyramid pose. Let's move into our pigeon pose. So ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. So remember, extend first and then let the heart fall forward. Lifting that heart up, and let's do that one more time. Extend this. Oh, wait, we forgot. Flutter your butterfly if you want, or rock your baby. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Coming up, flutter that butterfly, and let's do it one final time. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Breathing. All right, very good. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back if you wish. We're going to move into our quiet meditation time. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Difficult problems. Problems are not pleasant. That's why they bring out the best in you, and in many ways, many others. When one person finds a problem unbearable, that person works hard to get beyond it. When millions of people cannot tolerate a problem, that problem gets solved. Good times are enjoyable and bring about marginal progress. Difficult times, however, give birth to massive breakthroughs. There are always things you can do to make life better. When you're faced with a serious challenge, you actually do these things. When you're not happy with a situation, that's good, because you're also powerfully motivated to change it in a positive way. Difficult, complicated problems don't usually go away on their own, but they do go away, because you and a whole lot of other people do the demanding work to make them go away. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend your left arm towards the floor, palm down. Flip the palm up towards the ceiling. And release it. Drop your chin towards the chest. And release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extend the right arm. Flip the palm towards the ceiling. And release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. And remember, this video will be uploaded to YouTube later. Just give us a subscribe on Bottoms Down Chair Yoga and let your friends know. See you next time.